Do you want to see how I finished this art with a touchscreen tablet? Well, then keep looking because I'm gonna show you. Hi! Let's open our XPPen Artist Ultra 16 drawing tablet. Let's start with the unboxing. The moment I took out the tablet, I instantly noticed how light and easy it was, which I'm not really used to because I tend to have like bigger tablets also from XPPen in the past, but I really like this one. Also, it's very thin. I like that.
Nice.
Then, as always, we'll have a little paper with a color calibration report. The Artist Ultra 16 is the first OLED graphic display with a touchscreen. As you can see, I started off with the stand that you apply behind your tablet, as usual. It's a little small and simple. Now this little box right here is the wireless shortcut remote, my favorite. It's really easy to use and you just need to turn on this little light switch. Also, you need to charge sometimes, so you have a little USB-C charger in there. Now here we have a lot of like power adapters. I'm not gonna lie guys, I do not know what type of power adapters those are and where you use them, okay, because I live in Europe, so I have it kind of easy and I actually didn't need one for my setup. But if you need one, you can see which one they have in here. And now my favorite part again, the pen case. I really love XPPen's pen cases. They're very simple and pretty and organized. We have a Pro Smart Chip stylus and a Pro Slim stylus. Also the shortcut remote USB, which you will have to use later. Wow, what a surprise. More cables! Yay! There is a USB-C to USB-C cable, two of them actually, and one USB-A to USB-C cable. Now the warranty card. And some stickers. That's nice, that's cute. You can put them on your shortcut remote so you know what buttons to use, by the way. The cleaning cloth. A glove, which you will have to use because this tablet is touch. That means you cannot touch it with your bare skin or you're gonna mess up. And we have 10 more stylus pen nib for each smart chip and slim stylus. Now let's set up that bad boy or bad girl up. So it's time to finally set it up, which was not that hard by the way. I kind of expected it to be more complicated, honestly. So I took all the cables because I thought I'm gonna need all of them, which was not the case as well. I saw that the tablet has only two inputs. At first, I decided to take the USB-C to USB-C cable and connect it to my computer. And while I was looking at the other cables, wondering which power adapter I should use because I couldn't find the one that I needed, hey, I actually don't need one. I can just use another USB-C to USB-C cable, which I did, and ta-da! I love the satisfaction of tablets turning on because I connected them correctly. Now, our favorite shortcut remote. In order to connect to the computer, you're gonna need your pen case, which I love the shape and form of. Here you can see my old XP pen case that I usually use, and I don't know, I just really like it. Here you can see our two beautiful pens and other little details, and also the little USB that you're gonna need for your shortcut remote. All you have to do is just to plug it in into your computer, and that's it. After I downloaded the driver, I had to restart my computer as usual. In the XPPen driver, you can actually change your shortcut remote buttons however you like, just to turn them into any shortcuts you wanna. And if it's kind of hard for you to get used to which button to press, you can always use the little stickers to press it on them. And you can change your sensitivity of your pen, whether you want it to be like a little bit thick or a little bit light, but I prefer to always use the basic setting. And I was about ready to start drawing, but I remembered I need to do one more setting. Yes, the touch setting. Since this tablet is touch, you can set up how you want it to be used. Besides being able to work on a display, you can also just choose your own setting. With a tap of three fingers, you can open the main menu, or just simply adjust it to your own personal setting. And in case you just simply don't want to use it at all, you can always turn it off in the menu. I was ready to start drawing, but then I realized the perspective is kind of down because you cannot see what I'm drawing, so wait a second. So, besides the very awesome touch function, it has the resolution of 3840 to 2160, 21, and an OLED screen, which does provide, for an example, a much better color performance. Compared to the usual LCD displays, OLED has pixel precise controls and no light leakage. leakage. The contrast between the bright and dark colors is very strong. And due to the great color depth, your art looks more rich and smooth, and also much more vibrant. And honestly, it was very nice to look at. I think in this reference sheet that I did, it took me like 2 hours to finish it. And again, generally, since I do tend to look at my screen for like maybe 8 to 10 hours a day, which not always healthy, but it felt much nicer for my eyes to look at the screen with a less blue light exposure. And I kind of want to go back on a touch option. I know I mentioned it quite a few times now, but I really like it. I don't think I ever had a drawing pen tablet, with a touch option. While it definitely takes time for my brain to realize that I can finally use my left hand to speed up my process, I did start to slowly get used to it. If your shortcut remote is not close to you, you can just, simply use the touch screen. Yeah. And I do want to touch on the fact that it has the perfect size. It's not too big and not too small. Because my previous XPPen tablet, it's quite big, quite good, but quite big. And I think it's nice to have a little switch up, between those two to have also something a little bit smaller due to the fact how light it is. And one thing that I also really appreciate about XPPen is us having two different pen styluses. I do really like the slim stylus because it literally does feel like you're holding a pencil, an actual pencil. Now, besides slim pen also giving me a very natural drawing feeling, as if I'm drawing on paper, it's also because of the 1 millisecond response time. Because of that, there is no lagging, and the lines are exact and very specific, just like your brush strokes. But it's always nice to switch up to the smart chip as well. As you can see, I was drawing with a smart chip the whole time. But I feel like I'm holding some brush pen, especially when I do some line work and line weight. I don't know, maybe the fact that it's thicker makes me think I'm pressing more ink out of it when I draw with it. And like I said before, it is important to wear the glove, because if you don't, your hand and your skin are gonna constantly like open tabs and press on random buttons because, again, it's touch screen. And yet again, I'm very grateful for XPPen for giving me this opportunity to try it out in the first place. I'm very excited to work on more projects with this tablet. Don't forget to check their website in my description below, and also use the code Nurami XPPen50 for additional €50 and also 5% early bird discount, valid until October 31st. Bye bye, see you next time.